Virgo, this is your January 2016 love and partnerships as well as general forecast. We're going to start with your love and partnerships. Your overarching energy card is one that says there will be a time and a place, and if you're patient there, the one will be. This applies both, I think, to platonic relationships, if you're looking for a new friend or you're looking for a new business partner, as well as romantic relationships where you're now searching for someone new. This is probably more for people that there isn't that someone in your life at the moment. And the message here is to be patient. If you rush off and find the nearest person to fill up that partnership role, they won't be, well, shall we say, they won't be exactly what you were looking for. So wait patiently, because at a certain time and a certain place, that person will be there for you. That's true of most things in life, isn't it? Okay, now your reading starts off with you going to be receiving a message at the beginning of the month. This came up through for a lot of people this month. It's going to come in fairly quickly. It's possibly because it is January and we get new stuff coming in January. And because, as I always say, because there's a rainbow in this particular card, the message is good news, or you perceive the message to be good news. Then the next card that comes up is that of the Thinker, the Oracle card, which says that you can now plan and strategize once you've received this information, and the plans you make and the strategies you employ will be successful. So it's worth planning and worth strategizing, because the end result will be as you wanted it to be. You can foresee how to plan at the moment. Things will work out the way you want them to work out, which is not always the case. So this is possibly don't put the plans into action yet because of the Mercury retrograde, but you can make those plans. Then the next card that comes up is that of the Ring and Loyal Heart. So I'm thinking that some of you are possibly going to be proposing in the not too distant future. And it's a good union, this. It's two loyal hearts. It's two people who know that love will last a long time between them, and they'll make the effort to make it last long between them. This card is in a bit of the challenge position at this time, so maybe the challenge here is to wait with that proposal until the 25th of January. I did a whole thing, I think, in Gemini's about proposals during Mercury retrogrades, because you're now setting the, shall we say, the theme for that proposal. Obviously, your wedding day will set another theme again on that day, what the energies were on that day. So perhaps here it's a case of just hold on to that proposal for a little bit. Wait until the sky's energies are a little bit more in your favor. Not that they are against it at the moment, but a Mercury retrograde, as I say, it's not highly recommended. And that may be where your strategizing and planning can come in the meantime. But that Loyal Hearts card is a lovely card to get together with the Ring card. It can also be about a partnership that you're perhaps wanting to cement, a business partnership or a friendship. This can also apply to that. Right, the next card that comes up, the two of them popped out, so I took them both. This is one of choice and decisions. The next one is of a long-term situation. And then the Oracle card says it's time to go. So, a long-standing situation now has reached the point where you need to make a final decision on it. And the rest of your reading is quite, I want to say interesting again. I kept saying that for Gemini too, but it is. These are really game-changing energies for you guys at the moment, and was for Gemini too. So, a situation which has gone on, I want to say, more than just in your life. I think this is a repetitive pattern in your lineage, basically. Has reached that point where you now need to make a choice. The thing with this choice card, it says there's no wrong or right. I'm going to be putting out a fun video within the next few days called All the Single Ladies in the Room. And in there, the advice from one of the goddesses as such, this is just a fun video, says it doesn't matter which decision you make. One will give you one experience, the other will give you another experience. So that's perhaps something to keep in mind, yeah. But the time to go card is interesting, because it is time to leave something behind in that choice that you make. So That is possibly where the choice is difficult, that either way you're going to have to let go of something, but know that it is time to let go of whatever that is. Its time is up. Right, so that is your love and partnership reading. Now we move on to your general forecast. And the card that comes up there first, and there's a very strong theme coming through your reading of this, is eliminate. So time to go, eliminate. You'll see more of that comes through in the reading. There is something in your life that is no longer serving your highest purpose. It is no longer serving your highest good. It is possibly draining you, it's possibly keeping you back, and it is time to remove whatever it is from your life. I think this is an external factor. I think it is something that has been around for a while and it has impacted on you hugely. And now is that final elimination process. You may have at this point have let go of it to a certain extent, but it is still in your life and it is still impacting on your life. Now the Five of Cups card says, let it go. Let it go. There is more waiting for you ahead if you let go completely of whatever this is that is holding you down and back and draining your energy. Because the challenge card then comes up as that of trust and Six of Cups. So trust says you're going to be presented with a contract. Now a contract would be somebody or something that comes to you wanting a commitment from you on some level. This card says trust that commitment. Trust this project, process, or whatever it is that's now coming into your life. It is going to be good in the long run. And the Six of Cups speaks of opportunities coming in, many of them, and they are enriching your life. So those two cards together are telling you to trust the new opportunities that are coming into your life. They're going to be serving you up with a broader, wider, happier. They're going to be changing your life. Virgo has Jupiter in their first house this year, don't they? I think so, yes. So you possibly are experiencing this complete sort of changeover of your lives and a whole lot of new people and experiences coming into your life. That changeover can sometimes be quite unsettling. You need to make choices and decisions. Now your outcome card is that of Zero, okay, one of the lion gods. And it's a very powerful card, this. I just want to quickly read here a little bit of what it says, because she brings you strength and total unfailing commitment in a time of tremendous upheaval. You cannot ignore her call. It is sometimes necessary to break down in order to break through. So this theme is coming through for you. So you have immense power at the moment to break everything down. Not to destroy it, but so that you can build up from scratch again. And this is from the foundations up. The foundations haven't even been laid yet. You need to be doing it. This is obviously quite a hard thing for you Virgos to do this month, because possibly what you're leaving behind is causing you discomfort, maybe even unhappiness, or it's that fear of moving on to a future which you don't know. That makes us human beings terribly fearful. The Nine of Swords says a lot of your worries, your fears about the future are in your mind. Okay, they don't have concrete, they're not substance. Let them go. Let it go. Move forward bravely. You have what it takes to totally restructure your life. You have that power and strength. So your guidance cards follows that very nicely. It says effortless, which means go forward effortlessly. Don't stumble, don't stutter, don't be scared. Just go completely, it's actually like the Fool card in the deck. Go with that blind faith, fall forward effortlessly into your new life. The lake speaks of stillness, which you all know is finding that quiet place within your sight. So get rid of that Nine of Swords fears that are swirling around in your brain. Find that deep, quiet place in yourself and stay there. Make your plans and decisions from there. And then rain is interesting. When you leave things behind and when you restructure your life, there's always a bit of heartbreak on some level or another. So have a good cry about it if you have to, whether that's really genuinely crying or just sitting and saying, well, it's over now, feeling that feeling for a while, and then clear all of that out of your system. Now, the Owl card is interesting. That's your Soul Path card now, because that is saying, this is a deep card. This is going for what you want. This is going through darkness for what you want. In other words, you have what you want in sight. The path there is not clearly illuminated. You may have to go through trials and tribulations to get there, but you can do it. You're perfectly capable of doing it. So the sort of blurb that comes up with this little card says, you are not given this opportunity unless you have the ability to pursue it. So know that at times it could seem very scary. And I'm inclined to think all this scary is very much in your minds. That Nine of Swords and a few of the other cards say as much. So overcome what is in your mind. Then the final card that comes with that soul path says about getting away a while, about retreating, about letting it all go. So how you're going to get out of all that fear in your mind is to find that quiet place, letting go of all your worries for a while, all your concerns, all your burdens, all your responsibilities. Find that place and do it regularly so that you can clear your mind of those fears, so that you are brave enough and you have the energy and the determination and strength to plow forward in this new, I want to say, whole entire level of your life, this whole new that is now happening. Okay, Virgo, so that is your January 2016 general as well as love and partnership reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching and listening.